Okay, so today we are going to discuss more on the properties. So till now we have covered reports in the filters, parameters, cascade parameters like this. We have covered the few topics. Right? Today we are going to discuss on the completely on the properties. I mean, what are the properties available in the table, matrix, and tablets? Like this, we are going to cover all the properties options, and so that we cannot these properties will be common if you select any report type. These properties will be common, so that's why we try to cover properties and their options. Okay, so let's start with the table. This is a table properties, right? So we'll start with this. uh, how to go to this one is just right click on any column. You will find this text box properties. Okay, so these options are common in any report like table, matrix, chart. If you take any report, these properties won't change actually. Okay, so you can, if you click anywhere, I mean you can click on any text box, it will be shown on the text box properties. You can select anything here. Okay, you will find the same properties here. So we'll take one and we'll try to cover all the topics here. Okay, so general, number, alignment, these are all I hope you know all these things, how to do all these things. Actually these are all common in WordPad also. The same thing are available in the here also. If you want to rename something, we can do this one. If you want to give some tooltip, we can give some tooltip also. Okay, some testing or something we can give here. On which text box? Okay, on the product it we have given here. I mean, every option we are just enabling and disabling, testing all those things. We will just try to check out every time. So for that, what I will do here is, I hope every time we need to provide these parameters, right? So what I will do is I will try to remove this one. Okay, I think I have created one report here. See, if you see this tooltip, if you go to any record, it is giving some tooltip here, testing, testing, testing. So we can give anything on that place, or else we can specify something like this is a product report or something. Okay, it's not giving here. Why? Because we have given specifically on the product text box only. That's why it is giving tooltip here only. Okay, so I have taken one copy of this. I mean, same thing. I have just removed the parameters. That's it. Means here I have everything, right? Parameters, number of data sets, everything, right? Just I have made another copy of this report and removed the parameters, all those things. Just I'm having the product data set, only one data set, to make sure that every time I don't give all these parameters. And why? Because today we are not going to see the parameters concept, right? So just to check the properties, we just need a simple report. In that we can cover all these properties. For that I have taken another copy of this one. Okay, or else I will rename this one properties. So here, so till now we have discussed. In this report we have given the some option here, right? So now what I will do, I will try to close this one. We will try to cover all the options in this report here. So we have only one data set here. Right click on this, you will find the text box properties. So like this we can give. all the options, numbers, set the number of date, format, string. If you want to specify anything particularly, then we can specify all those things. Okay, but from here in this text box, these are the options which are more important here are visibility, interactive sorting, and action. These are the most important. Rest of the things I think you can also know very easily by looking at this. Okay. If you want to specify any background color or image option, we can specify here. I mean, on specifically on this color, if you want to specify anything, we can specify here. And how the border should be looks like. What are the settings we need to? I mean, the report border, how it should be looks like. All these things we can specify in this here. Okay. Especially for this text box only. If you want to specify something special to this text box, we can specify here. How the font should be, what should be the size for that one. Alignment, you know this one, left alignment, how much, right alignment, how much it should be. All these padding settings we can specify here. But these are all the comments that you can easily understand. But coming to these options, visibility, interactive, sorting, these are the very important in this. So let's uh, start with from the visibility. So this one is very important here. Visibility means whether this text box needs to be display or not. By default it is showing show, right? Now if I say hide, let's see what happens. Visibility is equal to hide. I have given on the product. If you see this one, what is happening here? The product columns are hide, but column name is displaying, but records which are under the products are hidden. So there will be sometimes a requirement where user will be asking, right, but these are the some company details which should not be displayed to the customer. Just make sure that it should be hidden when it's go to the customer or when the customer opens this report. I don't want to display the some company details. So those details will be hidden here. So like this we can specify all these things in the text box properties. Visibility. On expression, if you like to specify something on the expression also we can specify here. Okay, let's say these are the expressions part where we can give lot many things. If you we'll take one session on these expressions only, so then I think you can understand everything. Why? Because I have to give you what are these constants, built-in functions, everything, right? So then I think this will be very helpful for you to understand these expressions. Okay, so as of now we are not going to cover much on this. Why? Because especially I am going to take one session completely on these expressions topics only. So at the time we will discuss more on these expressions here. Okay, okay, but but coming to this point, if we can specify something here. Okay, if something is displayed, then display, or else do not display here. Okay, so for that what I will take here is let's say there is an some tax amount is there, right? So I will make sure that it should be display here. I will take some column here. What I would like to give here is going to the visibility on expression. I am giving some expression here. Some if the tax amount is greater than some 271, then display. Else do not display. Okay, I am giving some if. That's it. Let's see. I have written one simple expression here. If the tax amount is greater than 271, then only it should be displayed, or else it should not be displayed. I have given one expression on this. Let's preview it once again. See this one. So there is a one condition which is working here. If it is something greater than or less than, then only it should be display, or else it should not be display. So like this, we can play around with the expressions. We can do lot many things with the expressions. Okay, here I have just simply given one plain expression here. So these are the options available in the text box. Coming to the visibility part only. Show means it's in a default. Hide means if you specifically hide something, hide on basing on some expression. This is the one type of expression where we can give this one. Display can be toggled by on this report. Toggling means let me take to the some other wins. Visibility, display. I will give some toggling on the color. Just previewed this one. Let's see what happens here. If you see this one, toggling is displaying here. I guess I think this tax amount, product amount was not yet displayed here. So I will make sure that everything is coming properly here. Text box properties. I mean invisibility, display everything. Yes, okay. Coming to the text box properties in the tax amount. Show everything. Yes, sir. So now what I would like to display here is, so toggling what it will do is, it will group into one group actually. Let me tell you here. There are how many colors here? We are having around 10 colors, right? So what are the colors available in this? All those colors will be grouped here. Under this, if we have any products, it will be grouped under that particular color only. Let's say, let me take the one pen here. Let's say I'm having some class, high class, low class, middle class, right? So if I give the toggling based on which one, so if let's say there are some colors also available, right? Some black, red, everything. If I give toggle based on the color, it will group all these colors into one group. Means it will make sure that it will comes into one group. Means if you expand something, then only it will be uh, opens it. I mean, let me take the example, then you can understand here. Uh, I will take it on the color here. Let me take these properties here. Text box properties, visibility, display can be toggled based on this class. I am taking based on the class, it has to be toggled here. Now let's see. If you see this one, it's trying to group on this color actually. Okay. So I think when we expand, then it is getting and displaying all the colors which are available on this high class. I think we have to choose the same thing here. We have chosen some different option here. Visibility not on the we'll take it as a color only. So under the high class, all these things were get. So this is how the toggling will be there. So but don't worry, we are going to discuss more on this toggle option when we work on the matrix reports. Why? Because here the table report, it's not displaying properly by toggling here. When it comes to the matrix reports, then we can easily understand how this is working fine. I mean, this option is how we can use this option. We'll check it more on the matrix reports. Okay. So as of now, I am removing this one, toggling here, visibility. Okay, so I think this has to be hide here. That's why it is not displaying here. Let me preview it once again. There is some option must change out here. Let me go to check here. Go to the design. I am giving the toggling visibility based on the class. It should be hide, right? Yeah. Let me check it here. See, now I guess you are able to see this now. So what are the high class colors are available under the H? We can see this one. All the colors are getting displayed here. So it's something drilling to the down in granularity level. So when I say plus icon, then only it will be expanding and displaying all the colors which are available under the high class. If you don't want to see this one, automatically it will be hidden here. Okay. So like this, we can use the toggling option on the color also. Visibility hide. To give this one, what is this one is display the toggle item on this report item class, and it should be hidden here. Okay. If you want to use this toggling option, the visibility should be hide and the column should be tick marked here. This is how we will be going to use this toggling option. These are the options available in the visibility. Coming to the interactive sorting, if you want to sort the column here, then how can I sort this one? So this is the options we have available here. Interactive sorting here. Enable the interactive sorting. Right now I'm on the colors text box, right? So here if you are enabling the interactive sorting on this text box, it is showing the detailed rows, and if you have anything to this sort by, then we can specify particularly here. I would like to give the column here color, just specify OK and preview it once. Well, you can play around all these options actually. These are very simple options. If you see any option, then you can easily understand. See here, it is giving the some icon here. If you see this one, some icon has came here. So these icon will show us that you can sort out this one. Okay, but generally this sorting option should not be display on the not row. It should be display on the column level. Then you can easily understand how this column is sorted or not. We have given on the row, right? So now I will give on the column level. Let's preview it once again so that we can understand whether this is giving proper sorting or not. See, now I can see some icon here on the column level. Right now it is showing R, S, 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 right? So let's try to sort out on this. I have clicked on the sorting. So it's trying to sort now. Yes, it's sorted. See, now the arranging in the B. It is got sorted here. Okay, somewhere I have given on the product also. If you want to sort on the product also, you can give the sort on the product also. Now I have selected color and product. Both are on the sorted order now. Like this, we can sort any column on this. So this sorting option should be enabled on the column. Then only it will be work properly. We can specify in the column also, but it won't be that much meaningful here. Okay. So we have seen the which option here, interactive sorting here. So we have given the interactive sorting on the column level. Text box properties, interactive sorting here. So we have given all these options here. If you want to sort by color, then only it will be sort by color. If you want to sort by some class, then also we can apply some option here. This color will be sorted based on the class. See this one. Till now it was showing something based on the HLMN, right? Now I am going to sort based on this color. So by default it is showing some class I have based on the class I have selected. That's why it is giving some blank here. If you go to the next, it will be sorted with some other color here. Go to the last page, then see now it is sorted at the back end. If you see this one, so like this it will be sorted here based on the color I have given, right? That's why it is giving like this. So if you play around this all these options actually, just go to the columns properties, text box properties, go to the interactive sortings, we can specify like this actually. So detailed rows we can specify. If you want to group something also we can specify here. Group on this, we can specify all this sorting also. Okay. Or else apply all these sorting to these groups which is in the which are available in the data sorting. We can apply by default, it will apply on the data set here. Okay. Let's I have enabled that one and I am just selecting all those options which are available on the prod dataset. I have one dataset, right? If you see this one, all are on the sorted order here. Means when it will be loading, it will try to take all the columns in a sorted way. Okay. So like this, we can specify all the columns displayed on the sorted order. It's still sorting this one. Yes. Like this, we can specify our sorting options here. Text box properties, visibility. Like this, we can specify. So applying all the sort groups on the dataset regions. We have seen the visibility, interactive sorting. Now we are going to the action actually. I think this will be not the right time to be discuss this one. But when we come up to the sub reports concept, that at that time this property is very helpful. But as of now, I will tell you what has to be done here in the actions actually. So there are some action icons on the reports which needs to be take care in some situations. Let's say I'm having this report. I want to go to when I click some column, I have to open some website here. So then in that case what happens is go to URL http some column here. I would like to open some website when I click something on the column here. So in that case we can specify on this. Okay, I have given on the color here. Let's see. See this one. Now you can see some handy on this. Means when I click on this, automatically it will be takes me to some URL. I have given the Google, right? So it has displaying like this. Okay. So like this we can specify on any column. Sometimes what happens is our company reports will be there where some toggling or these options needs to be provided here. Why? Because when we click on this, it will be automatically redirects to our company website. So to make sure that those company website should be redirect based on the clicking of some option here. If you see, it is giving me options only on the product and color. Why? Because I have given the uh, go to URL option on the product and color here. On the action item, I have specified something here, go to URL. So go to report means when I click this one, automatically it will take me to some other report here. When I click on this one, automatically it will takes me to some other report. Go to bookmarks means if you have specifically any bookmarks in your uh, I mean in your browser, then automatically that bookmark will be take it and it will be opened here. Okay, like this we can specify here, but don't worry, we will discuss more on this action part when we are creating some sub reports concept. But as of now, these are the options available. None means don't do anything on this report, none option. Go to report means if I specify any sub report concept, then automatically when I click here, then automatically that will take me to that sub report and it will display there. Go to bookmark means as I told you, if you have specifically any bookmarks in your browser, then it will display here. Go to URL as just now we have seen how does it works here. If you specify anything on this, then automatically open that website. Okay. So these are the options available on the text box properties of the table report. Okay. Now we are going to discuss on the one more report. Okay. So here I would like to take some matrix reports here. Some matrix reports. Why? Because the matrix reports properties will be somewhat different. Let me take this one, class, color, product, color here, product I will take. We can, these options we have already discussed, right? So here I would like to give some column names, right? So I'm just giving some total cost and some tax amount like this. Make sure that just nothing. I'm just aligning all this one to make uh, this one as a visibility properly, just to make sure. Till now we have seen the table report, right? Now I am just taking some matrix report here. Okay, just to show the differentiate between these all these things. Okay, so here we are getting high class, low class, middle class, red, black, yellow. So I will take some product name here, color, something like this. Okay, if you want to apply the same thing, we can do this one. Okay, so this is a matrix reports we are displaying here. So let me take this one and I have class, color and product also. I think it's not displaying the column names here. That's why it is. Uh, Let me take this one and review this one once again. So this is a matrix where we are getting the report like this. Okay. So it is trying to sum up all this here, sum of total cost means it's grouping all this total cost and displaying here, right? So here if you see this one, we have column row groups and column groups, right? So I would like to add here or we'll make it as in a one group only. Okay, insert column inside the group here. I'm just trying to take it as in a one group so that we can display it all the in a one group. That's why that's what's my intention here. Class, color. What I would like to do here is color I have given here and some product here. Okay, I will try to remove this one. Delete this column. Yes. Okay, and the product I have taken. Now let's see how it's displayed here. So only one record is coming, I guess, right? So uh, let me remove this one. Uh, I want to make as an a one group. That's what my intention is. Group by class here. I think this is not the right way. I will take insert matrix. So in this row, I would like to specify class here and insert column right class color and product. In this column, I would like to specify these are the rows here I am having. So row groups, it's not still coming as in a row groups, right? Actually, this should be Make sure that insert is in it. Column is in amount. I will take one more column is in a tax amount. So here I will take some tax amount and some total cost. Okay, let's preview this once. Let's see how it's coming here. So I'm just specifying to make sure that all the rows and columns want to make in a one group so that we can understand the matrix changes. I hope this is okay, somewhat better now. So when I say when it's trying to displaying on the column group, it's trying to group all into one column. That's why it is displaying only the group here. So let me make sure that all these things are fine here. These are the class, color, and all these things we are available here. Now go to these row group properties, text box properties. Again, this will be somewhat the same options here we are available, but only the differences I want to show here is when it's taken to the matrix reports. So there will be some visibility option which we have seen right here previously, toggling option. I just want to show you that option in the matrix reports. Don't worry, I will take care of another report and I will show you one matrix report. In that also I will discuss more on this visibility option and interactive option on this. Okay, but right now I just want to tell you there won't be much difference on this when we take the matrix report also. Okay, the options I want to display here is somewhat some group properties will be different here. So that group properties I want to show you here. That's why it was somewhat difficult to make some row groups and column groups here. So the only thing will be in the till now we have seen the normal properties, right? Now I want to show you some group properties here. So general, which means it will be some class also. I mean, right now we are on the class, that's why it is displaying here. So let's say I would like to have some page breaks here. It means we have some four class, right? High class, low class, and middle class. I want to make sure that high class should come only on the first page. I mean, every class should be broken into some different pages. So if you want to do such thing, then we have to do this page break option. Let's see this page break option. Here it is giving the nothing, not a class. We are having some blank also. You see, H has came into the second some other page, some next page. It has given next page. Low class is giving some next page. Like this, it will be given as a page break on every options here. Okay. If you want to split every class into a new page, then we can apply these options here. So these are the page groups options which we can see in the group properties here. Let's see the some more options on this group properties here. Okay, so we have class, all these things here. Just go to this column row group option, group properties. On this we can display all these things. Page breaks we have seen till now. These are the options available in the page break. Means if you want to split the records based on our requirements, then we can do this one. Specifically on particular column, we can split into breakpoints. Okay, right now I'm deleting this one. Sorting option. Let's say I would like to sort this one. This is another report. If you remember, this is a matrix report. In the particular column, if I would like to sort based on the some column here, I would be using this option here. Class, I would like to specify. So here I am trying to sort based on this class here. Okay, so it is trying to specifying HLM, right? It is specifying sorting on the class here. Let's try to change this one, not this one. Here the group properties we are discussing. Based on the color we can specify, and it is showing A to Z, right? We can specify some Z to A also. It's our option. We can decide whatever we want. It's, how the requirements is there, that based on that we can specify here. Okay. See, previously it was LHM, right? Now it's displaying as an MHL. So it is reversing, sorting is now reversed here. Means Z to A we have given. That options are changed here. Means sorting option was changed here. Z to A. If you want to make some A to Z, then it will be different option. The visibility, I think we have already seen this visibility option. Show means by default it will be show. Hide means if you want to hide something, then it will automatically hide this column here. Okay. Let's see here. Coming to the group properties, these hiding options will be somewhat different when we compare to the table report. Why? Because when we say hide, automatically it will hide all the groups here. Okay. Why? Because it's all under on the one group. Okay. That's what's the main difference between the hiding option in the table report and the matrix report. Okay. There will be a slight difference. If you hide something, it will be all under the one group, right? That's why it is. If you hide anything, it will be try to hide entire group here. Okay, like this we can add this one. Okay, if you hide something, then automatically it will be hide the entire row here. Let's just go to the group properties once again. Visibility, show on expression. If you want to show on expression also, we can show. I think we have seen one expression, right? If some tax amount is greater than 271, then only it should be displayed. The same option we can apply here also. Okay, but here it is group properties. That's the only difference here. And toggling, I will discuss you more on the when I discuss on the some matrix report or something, then automatically it will be uh, displayed there. But don't worry, in the next session or coming session, I will discuss more on this one. The filters, we have already covered the filters concept. If you remember this one, if you want to display some class equals to H, if you remember this one, I want to filter only the H class here. So only those records should be filtered on this report. You know the filter concept very well. Why? Because we have already covered one session completely on the filters and parameters. See, only H class was filtered here. Okay. This is how we can apply the filters concept here. Group properties, filters. You can specify number of filters wherever you require. Okay. Variables concept is there. So this variable concept is also once again related to some expressions. So in the SSIS also, if you have seen that we have some variables which are used on the package, right? The same thing here also, some variables we can define here. Some test equals to some value here. This value I want to use it somewhere. If I want to use this one, you can use it. Why? Because sometimes there will be some options available here. Test equals to some expression or value here. Read only test, yes. We can specify some value. What is it saying? Specify the valid name. The name cannot contain space. Is it? Is it? We don't have any space, right? Why it is space? Or we can go to the expressions also, basing on some variables. We can specify some value here. we can but that variable can be contain some text testing or something. So in that variable I have given some string here. I can use that string in somewhere else. In some situations I need to be add some string to the column or values. So in that case that variables will be helpful for me. So don't worry, we will try to use that one also. Variables will try to add something on this existing column somewhere so that it will be displaying using you make use of these variables also. Okay. In the advance we don't have nothing much to be work on. This document map means let's open this one. Document map on color I have given. It will be somewhat like an index actually. When we see this one, it will create some index on the particular column. So every time I don't need to go and check out all these things. Okay, I have given some red on the color, right? If you remember, I have some thousands of records here. Then if I specify some particular column as some this document map, then how it will be is if I it will automatically left side it will create some index for me. So when I say red here, automatically it will takes me to the red. When I say some yellow, then automatically it will takes me to that yellow. It will be works like an indexing of the particular column. So if I, just now I said black here, so I want to see what are the not applicable colors here. So it will show me as in a first line as in that particular point here. So it will be somewhat index type of this one. Okay, this is how what about this group properties. So advanced we have seen this recursive parent. We will discuss more on these options when we for this we have to create some table. So in the coming session or somewhere I will explain you more on this. Okay, but this document map we have seen, right? We can specify by using the expressions also. So we will see one expressions concept as in a separate class just completely on these expressions only. So in the maybe in the next session I will try to cover only the expressions class. So don't miss that class here. Okay, we will be completely work out on the expressions part. Okay, it's an vast subject. We will be work on these expressions. So these are the options available on the group properties. So general, page break, sorting, visibility. Sorting we will see here. We'll try to remove this one. Visibility we have seen, filters, variable, advanced. I hope I have covered all the options here. If I am missing anything, definitely I will try to add this one in the coming sessions. Don't worry. I will know. I will hold on which are the things I have taken care. Okay. So these are the options available in the uh, table text properties, group properties. Now we will try to cover the uh, tablix properties are there, which we are going to discuss now. This is the third option. So this is the one more important property where we are going to work on this one. Okay, where it can see this one. If you go here, right click.
Excuse me,
Yes.
is this
So here we are going to discuss on these tablix properties are there, right? Okay. So we have covered the two properties here, normal text box properties, group properties. Now we are working on the tablix properties here. So here we have only the tablix properties, only four options: general, visibility, filters and sorting. In this you know how to apply the filters here. If you specifically want to filter something, then we can specify the filters here. Okay, this is the option we are well known. Sorting we have already applied. Particularly if you want to sort particular column, then we can sort this one. Okay, why I am not explaining here is I have already covered this example in somewhere. You can just apply when you are practicing. Okay, I'm just make sure that this option is useful for which purpose I am just explaining here. Okay. So tablix properties I have given here. This in this tablix property, this is the one important topic here, one important one, which is nothing but visibility option. See, when I said as a tablets property, this column I should hide, right? So the preview, when it was previewed, it was somewhat awkward. Means the column is displaying, but the column records are not displaying, right? But in the tablets properties, we can handle it very properly. Okay, let me click on this one, tablets properties. I don't want to display this one class property. I just want to hide this one. See, now it should be work properly. Why? Because I have completely hidden the column itself. So it won't display the complete column here. It will try to display. What's happened? Report is generated. Tablets property, visibility. It's trying to completely hide the complete report here. Okay, but I don't want to do that one. So when we are using this tablets property, visibility, hide particular based on some expression also we can specify here. Okay, let me take this one actually, or else we'll take one example in the coming sessions. There we can understand how to use of this tablets property here. What I mean to say here is tablets property column visibility is there, right? I just want to hide this particular column only. Okay, so tablets property here I want to hide only particular one column here. So it's trying to hide complete report, I guess. I think. Let me see how it is working. But here my intention is just to hide only one column here, not the complete report. Uh, 1 second, visibility, show. Okay, and we have one more option, column visibility. Yeah, column visibility is equal to hide here. Let's see. Yes, if you see this one, now the only one column was get hidden here, right? Previously when we tried to apply this concept on the rows, it was displaying column but the not the columns here, right? Rows, it was somewhat awkward, right? White, some patches are displaying on this report. So to overcome that one, we have some tablets properties here in this, where we can completely hide that one. If you don't want to display to the customer or end user, we can simply go to this one, column visibility, just hide this one, or show. I mean, right now I have just hide this column. You particularly, if you want to hide this one we can hide this one. Previously, when we tried to hide this one, it was displaying the column, but it was not displaying all the records, right? Now, when I apply on the completely tablets property, it won't display the entire column. It will just simply show, except that product, it will display all the columns here. See, now class, color, amount, everything is displaying except that product. Here, this is somewhat better, right? When we compare to this tablets report, row properties and group properties. Okay, so like this, we can use of the column visibility and text box properties here. I mean, sorry, tablets properties. We can click anywhere, it will be common here actually. Okay, tablets properties, visibility here in the tablets property means completely it will hide this one. If you want to specify some based on some expression, we can do this one. Filters, we have covered all the filters which we have already discussed previous session and couple of minutes back also. If you want to sort this one based on the which column, if you want to sort, let's say I want to sort based on the color. Why? Because these are the common properties which are across available on the different levels actually, on the text box, on group properties and the tablets. See, here it is now displayed on this color. Based on this color, it is trying to sort here. I am trying to sort it here. See, it is sorting now based on the color here. See, not applicable is coming as a first one. That's why it is blank here. When I go to the next page, it's trying to sort based on this color actually. Class, I guess we have a lot many of records, that's why it is trying. So these many records we have, that's why it is 130, 173 pages we have, that's why it is going there. So we will try to sort based on this color. Like this we can sort out the any column here. I mean it will applicable on the complete column here. What are the one more options? We have seen the general visibility filter. In the general, so if you want to give some tooltip, I think we have seen this one, right? This is an testing report. Tooltip, it will be displayed here. Means when we go on to particularly mouse is on particular column, it will give some tooltip on that column. Okay. See, this is the testing report. This is a on the entire report. If you see this one, it will be come here. Once again, when the mouse is on the particular column, automatically it will be shown me here. Yeah, see, this is the testing report. Like this, we can use some tooltip on the particular column. If mouse is automatically when it goes to that column, it will gives me that tip here. Okay, like this we can work on this one. Add a page break before and after means if you specifically want to break the properties like high class into one page, low class as in one page, then we can make use of this one. Add page break before and after. Let's see. I mean, I'm just trying to make sure that it's trying to break on these. How many it is came now? How it is breaking on it before and after. I have given some breaking option here. What are the last page here? The same thing. Now it is breaked on this based on this some color actually. So it is trying to giving some page break here. I mean how it will comes here is uh, let me take this one. There is one page here. Once this is ending, automatically take a break and go to the next page. Like this, we can specify the page break options also. I mean, when this it will be useful is when we are trying to take the printout of this report. At that time, these options will be very helpful for the any developer. Okay, when I'm trying to take this one, there will be some pages will be wasted at the end. Why? Because it will be not fit to that column. It will be blank and it will be wasted on the papers. In that case, if you want to make use of these options, then we can set all these options here. We can give some page breaks, particularly based on the some uh, before and after we can specify on this. Okay, like this we can use of this one options here. You can try it once and let try to take some small records and try to see what are the results are coming on this. Okay, so header footer will as of now there is some bug in this 2012, but still I will tell you how it will be works on the header footer option. Okay, let's say there is an a header here. I want to add some header here. That's it. Header footer. There will be some page header, page footer option is available here. If you want to add something here in the page footer, we can add this one. I mean, this will be the footer part actually. So in this, I want to add some text box here where it is an a sample test. So this is my footer here. So when you preview it at the every page, it is displaying as a footer with that text box which we have given something on this sample test like that, right? So if you go this one, see, so at every page we are giving this one sample page. If you go to some next page also, it will be displayed here. So like this we can use of the header and footer here. If you want to insert header here, so automatically it will here in the header, what do you want to take this one. So if you want to display some image here, so we can bring it that image name, and we can import this one image, some sample image here. We can play around all these options actually. Okay, so on every page, this will be my company logo actually. So for that sake, what I am doing here is I want to add this one on the every page here. See, this is my company logo and this is my report. At the footer part, I have given some my page number. I can add whatever I want on the header and footer actually. Okay, just you try with your own options. Try to give some page numbers, some company URL, company name, website. All these things we can put in the header and footer here. Okay, so like this we can cover the header and footer option. But what here my intention was like, in the Tablix report, we can have some options on the header and footer also. See, repeat this header and footer on each page. By default, anyways, it will be displayed on this. On every page, we are getting this one, right? Keep header visibility while scrolling. If I say something, it will automatically scrolls to me in the next page. Like this, every option is a very simple options. These are uh, reporting while at the once your report is done, then we can see while taking some printout, or if you want to print preview, all these options will be very helpful to make sure that your report is working properly. Okay, visibility we have seen, filters we have covered, sorting we have covered. It means that all the Tablix properties we have covered here. Okay, so that's all for today's session. If you have any doubts, just let me know. Okay.